It seems rather fitting that as I record this to you in Greece, that on Friday in the UK, the Odyssey comes out, the story of Odysseus making his way to fight his war, his Trojan War, and then his 10-year journey back via various sirens, dangers, six-headed monsters, that sort of thing. And the Odyssey, if you've never read it, it's a gargantuan book. And I had to sit with my mother-in-law and go, what's it about? What's the stories in it? And the little stories often appear. So one of the stories in the Odyssey is Penelope, Odysseus's wife. He goes off to a war, he fights his war, and then he takes so long to come back that the assumption is he's dead. And everybody in Ithaca says he's dead. And they decide, Penelope, you now need to remarry and marry one of the men here. And she's like, I don't want to marry another man. I'm waiting for my Odysseus to get home. This is what I want. He is my equal. He is the love of my life. And this is what I want. And so, because of the ways of the things, she tells them, I will choose a man to marry from this group of men that you've put up for me. Once I've finished knitting my dead father-in-law's shroud. And so she gets to knitting. And every day she knits and she knits and she knits. And she knits and she knits and she knits. And she keeps knitting and knitting and knitting. But what the people of Ithaca don't know is that every night she unravels her knitting. So it appears that she's never quite finished. I think she buys something like 3 years out of that. And Odysseus is away for a good 10 to 20. So she got herself a good period of time, I think, until he returns home. I might have got that bit wrong. But in this lovely story the Greek myths give us so many amazing things that, we think sometimes that the women are like, oh, goodness sake, they've got to put up with the man's will. But what she's actually showing here is, I know what I want, and I know I'm going to play the system. And that is how I think sometimes life is, right? I know what I want, and then I know how the strategy to get me there. And that is what life is. So when there are things going on around you, like a playing field that is not your playing field, or rules that are not your rules, or ways of working in the culture that you're in that are not working for you. I've had this conversation recently with a woman who is struggling at work, and she's like, this decision they've made at work isn't really suiting me, but I don't want to leave because actually I've got a good couple of years left, and I'm thinking by then I want to retire. So actually if I just get my head down, then I know I can get through it. And the problem with that is that unless you know exactly who you are and what you want, it's so difficult to be able to maintain who you are and what you want in that world. And Penelope's knitting and unravelling and knitting and unravelling is a great demonstration of, if I know what I want, then I can play the game I need to play to get there. I can build the strategies in with how I want life to be. And ain't that the truth? I mean, there's a whole other thing about Apollo and Daphne, when Apollo's chasing Daphne. And by the time he catches her, she turns into a tree, hence the bay tree, right? Which is why bay leaves are called Daphne leaves sometimes. But I know this amazing artist who has depicted Daphne as, Daphne is not turning into a tree because he's caught her. She's turning into a tree because she's like, there is no way that you and I are getting together, so I'm going to take the life of a tree, thanks. And it's a massive strike of independence. But that's a whole other episode, I think. The point is, when you know what you want and you know who you are, then you are in control and you can play whatever game or whatever strategy you need to play to get you through it. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of Everyday Positivity for you. In the meantime, have a great day. And remember, you have 100% got this.
Roughly 20 veterans die by suicide every single day. Canines for Warriors has been the nation's leading nonprofit organization, providing service dogs for veterans battling PTSD and other invisible wounds of war.
Thanks to my service dog, Lady Cameo, I got my life back.
I'm able to get out of bed in the morning.
Be excited, happy about today.
To learn more, visit caninesforwarriors.org. That's caninesforwarriors.org.
Campus life is full of compromises. Tiny dorms, zero closet space. But with HomeSense, you can overpack stylish bedding, storage, and decor without overspending. HomeSense, the home of no compromise. Part of the HomeGoods family.
Amazon Health AI presents Painful Thoughts.
I
I can't stop scratching my downtown. Yeah, but I'm not itching to go downtown and tell a receptionist I'm here to talk about my downtown. Some things you'd rather type than say out loud.
There's no question too embarrassing for Amazon Health AI. Chat your symptoms and get virtual care 24/7. Healthcare just got less painful.